Are you ready to learn real life English with comprehensible input? Well, good, because today you are going to learn what all of this is. You are going to learn some very important verbs in the kitchen, and you are going to learn how to make a delicious traditional dish from a country called Uzbekistan. Let's go. Okay guys, it is your English-speaking friend Kyle, and today we are going to keep on improving our English with comprehensible input. What is comprehensible input? Comprehensible input is when a native speaker like me speaks slowly and clearly so that you can understand. And guys, today I'm excited, I'm happy, because we're going to do something very fun for me and very useful for you guys. We're going to cook a dish, okay? We're going to prepare a very traditional dish, a very special dish in this part of the world, and it looks absolutely delicious. So me and my lovely camera wife cannot wait to eat it. So guys, I'm gonna show you all kinds of things in English in the kitchen, all kinds of ingredients, a lot of different verbs that are very important. Guys, this is gonna be a great video. You're going to learn a ton of vocabulary. You're going to absorb naturally my native language of English, and you're going to see how to make this delicious dish. So first of all, let me say what the dish is called. The dish is called Plov. The dish is called Plov, and it's from a country called Uzbekistan. This subscriber asked me if I would create Plov, and of course I will. Of course, with pleasure. So today we're creating Plov. Maybe we'll learn a little bit about Uzbekistan along the way, because you guys learn about my life and the life here in the United States by watching these videos, but I want to learn about you guys too. So shout out to all of the people all around the world watching right now. If you would like to see me make a dish from your country, tell me in the comments and I might just do it. Alright guys, first thing we're going to do is cut our vegetables. This is an onion. This is an onion. I'm going to cut this onion. Oh, one interesting thing I wanted to say that I learned about Uzbekistan and this dish today while I was looking on the internet. In Uzbekistan, only the men make these big dishes of plov because they know that men are the best cooks. Isn't that right, wife?
Sometimes.
She says sometimes.
He is the best. He's the chef.
Oh, thank you, baby. All right, guys, let's cut this onion. All right, guys, that is one cut or sliced onion. To slice just means to cut, guys. Same thing. Got our onion ready. Now, guys, these are carrots, okay? These are carrots, and I cannot just cut these. I have to do something else to these carrots first. Camera wife, what do I have to do to these carrots?
Wash them?
No.
Peel them.
Peel them. I don't have to wash them because I'm going to peel them. Let me show you guys what peeling is. Okay, guys. This is called a peeler. A peeler, and we're going to peel this carrot. To peel means that you peel that outer layer off. That is peeling a carrot. Now guys, I never peel carrots when I cook with them, but I'm trying my best to be respectful to the Uzbekistan tradition, and over there they peel them when they make plov. Now I'm going to peel this carrot with my peeler. Alright guys, our carrots are peeled. Now we're going to slice them thinly into thin slices like this. So you want them nice and thin. Nice and thin. Okay guys, got our vegetables here. Now, from what I've seen on my research, on YouTube, in Uzbekistan they cook these in massive pots, okay? Where you could feed hundreds of people because they do them for things like weddings or even funerals, I saw. A wedding is when two people get married. A funeral is when somebody dies or passes away and you celebrate their life, you remember them. So this is a very important dish in the Uzbekistan culture, and I am honored to know what it is now and to make it. But my point is, I do not have one of those giant dishes. The best thing I have is this. This is called a wok. That's what I'm going to use. So we need to put some oil in the wok, and we're going to use a half a cup of oil to cook the meat. And this is a measuring cup. I know, guys, that you do not use this in your country unless you are in Britain, then you might. But chances are you don't use this. You probably measure it out in milliliters or use grams. All right, guys, let's put our wok on the fire so that oil can start to heat up. All right, come here, camera wife. Come here, come here, come here. Come here, camera wife. We've got some water boiling. When the water gets very hot, starts making bubbles, we call that boiling. And I am boiling water right now because many people enjoy eating their plov with hard-boiled eggs, okay? So to hard-boil eggs, you put eggs in boiling water and they get hard, okay? They're no longer liquid, and that is something that is traditional to eat with plov. All right, guys, now it is time to cut our meat. But first, I need to sharpen my knife. This is a very good verb for the kitchen, guys. Sharp is an adjective that means it can cut, ow, it can cut you easily, okay? Sharp. Knives are sharp. This peeler is sharp, okay? And now we're going to use this knife sharpener to sharpen my knife. I am sharpening my knife with my knife sharpener. All right, guys, time to cut our meat. Camera wife, what kind of animal is this meat from?
I forgot. Lamb?
Lamb. This is a lamb, guys, and this is lamb meat. Lamb meat is the most traditional meat used for plov, but you can also use beef. So we want to cut it into nice big pieces like this. Nice big pieces. And this has bone in it. And guys, when you cook with bone, that adds so much extra flavor to your dish. So we're going to cook the bone with a little bit of meat on it too. I can't wait. Alright, guys, let's put some salt on our meat. Just a little bit, because a lot more spices and seasonings are going to go into the dish. So when I say spices and seasonings, guys, I'm talking about things like these, okay? Turmeric, paprika, black pepper, salt. We call those things seasonings or spices. Either one of those words means the same thing. It's something that you put on your food to make it taste good. All right, let's get our meat into our wok. Okay, guys, now another important kitchen verb, to stir. To stir means you mix something up, you move it around with a spoon or with something like this. This is like a spatula. This is what spatulas, this is a spatula. Spatulas normally look like this, but this one's made out of wood. It's a really nice one that my wife got. So we're using the wooden spatula. We're gonna stir up the meat. Oh yes. All right, guys, let's get our spices ready. So once again, we're using a measurement.
Can you show me like closer?
We're using a measurement that you guys will not be using. This is a teaspoon, okay? But this is how we measure things here. Any recipe in the US is gonna say teaspoons or tablespoons, the big one. So right here, we've got cumin. Cumin, you guys may know it more like this in its seed form when it's whole, but this is powder. We need 2 teaspoons cumin. This is called turmeric. 1 teaspoon of this. Smoked paprika, which is a pepper, guys. A pepper that they cooked over fire to give it a smoky flavor. I'm gonna do 1.5 smoked paprika. 1 tablespoon black pepper, and then another teaspoon of salt. So those are our spices, looking colorful and beautiful. All right, guys, our beef is cooking now. It's got some color to it. We're going to add our onions now to the wok. And we're going to stir and let that cook until the onions get smaller. Okay, guys, it smells so good in here. I can't wait to try this. The onions are cooked now, so it's time to add the carrots. And once again, what do we do, wife? What is this?
Stir.
We're going to stir. Now we stir and mix all of this up. Thank you to the subscriber who recommended that I make this. I cannot wait, and I would have never known about this dish. I'm super excited. Okay guys, we're gonna let the carrots cook for a couple minutes, then I'll show you the next step. All right guys, we've been cooking the carrots for a few minutes. Now it's time to add our spices. This is gonna smell so good, and it's gonna give it a beautiful color. Now we stir. All right guys, you can see that the spices gave it an incredible color. It smells delicious. Now you need to add some water, cover it up. You do it just to the top of the meat, like that. This is a can of chickpeas. Some of you may know them as garbanzo beans. That's what they look like. And then we're gonna put our garbanzo beans in here. Once again, a little bit of a mix. And then we have garlic. The whole thing, guys, the whole piece of garlic, we call a bulb of garlic. And each one we call a clove of garlic. In Spanish, they call each one teeth, dientes. But we're gonna put this whole piece of garlic right here in the middle, and we're gonna put these 2 chili peppers right here and right here. Now wife, are those chili peppers going to make this very spicy? Are those chili peppers going to make that whole dish very spicy, wife?
I don't know.
What do you guys think? Will that make the whole thing very spicy?
No, because it's not cut.
So smart wife. No, because I did not cut it. So we'll only let out a little bit of heat and a whole lot of flavor. Now if I cut them and open them up so the seeds could get out, that would be very spicy. All right guys, look at this beautiful dish we've got going here. We're getting there guys, we're getting there. I'm gonna let this cook for about 20-30 minutes and I'll show you guys what it looks like then. Okay guys, you would not believe how it smells in here. Baby, please show them what it looks like. Incredible. So guys, next step, we take the garlic, we take that out for now. We take the peppers out and put those to the side, put them to the side. Now we add an ingredient that for me seemed a little strange, but I think it's gonna taste good. Raisins, hold on. Raisins. These are raisins, guys. And a raisin is just a grape that they put out in the sun until it dries up and looks like that. Have a raisin, wife. Does it taste good, baby? Okay, I'm gonna eat this, you just eat raisins. Now we put our raisins in here, and what do?
Stir.
We stir. Oh yeah, we stir. Wow, I wish you guys could smell this. Okay, now, rice. I already washed this rice, guys. I washed it, drained it. I washed it, I drained it. So this is very clean rice. Now we put it over the top, put it right on top. I want to kind of make it even to cover everything up. Now my wife is happy. Guys, Colombians eat rice with everything. So now this is a Colombian approved dish. Well, it had the beans in it earlier, so she was probably happy about that too. All right, so guys, there's one more ingredient we're going to put in here, and it is called saffron, okay? Saffron. Guys, this is a very valuable spice, and it is actually more expensive than gold by weight because it's so light. But this is a very treasured spice all around the world. And from what I see, not everybody puts it in plov, but for special occasions, like a fancy wedding, or if you want to impress a guest, you could put some saffron in there, and it will give it some good color, it will make it smell good, and it'll make it taste good. And guys, this is a special occasion, okay? It's my first time making plov. You only get one first time doing anything. So now, we put water in again to cover the rice. It should look like that. Then we turn up the heat, turn up the fire, and we're going to cook this until the rice sucks up all the water and it looks dry. So I'll see you guys in a few. Okay guys, everything's coming together. We're about to do the final steps. I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit of Uzbekistan history that I read today and found pretty interesting. So there have been many different ruling powers in Uzbekistan. For example, in 329 BC, Alexander the Great occupied Uzbekistan. Roughly 300 or 400 years later, the Arabs took over and converted the country to Islam, which is why most of the population today is Muslim. Roughly 600 years after that, Genghis Khan took over and ruled Uzbekistan, bringing it into the Mongolian Empire. Later, several hundred years later, Russia took over and ruled Uzbekistan for almost 200 years until Uzbekistan finally gained its independence. Why this strikes me as interesting, guys, that is so many cultures, so many different cultures in one piece of land, and that is why we have incredible dishes like this. The mixes of the Asian cultures, it's in Central Asia, but Genghis Khan, Alexander the Great brought things from Macedonia, the Russian influence, and by the way, Russian is the second most widely spoken language in Uzbekistan. I just thought that was pretty interesting. Alright guys, let's get back to the plov. So as you can see, most of the water has been absorbed into the rice. Now I'm going to mix the rice up a little bit. Oh, that looks so flavorful, guys. Make it into like a mountain, the plov mountain. We're gonna call this Mount Plov. Okay guys, and then you poke holes in it like this. Boom, 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 boom. That's going to help the steam. And then you put a plate over it like that. Now we're going to leave it like that for about 15 minutes, and then my hungry little wife can finally try plov. See you guys in a few. Alright guys, it's finally done. Gonna plate it up in a minute, but first let me show you one other thing that we use the verb to peel for in the kitchen. To peel hard-boiled eggs. So you crack the shell, that's called cracking the shell, and then peel the egg. You peel the shell off of the egg. So we peeled the carrots, and now I am peeling the eggs. It's ready. I'm nervous to try this because I worked really hard on it. Can't wait. I'm going to plate it. To plate means you put it on the, what, wife? The plate. Guys, for me, when I'm cooking, plating is the most important thing, because if it looks delicious, it makes it taste better, I think. So, let's plate this. Let's see if I can make this dish look like some art. Got a great color on the rice. So let's get some rice on the plate first.
Wow.
Some raisins on there. Okay, guys. This, my friends, my version of Uzbekistani plov. Now, I want my wife to do the honors of trying it first. So, camera wife, I'm gonna be the camera husband now. Okay, baby, try it.
Okay. Can we see that it's not too hot?
Mm-hmm. Wow. It's like sweet and salty at the same time.
From
wow.
1 to 10.
It's 10 for me because he's the chef.
Wow, even the rice is incredible. And the raisins, guys, they're just right. It's not super sweet, it's just a little bit. That is absolutely delicious. Hold on a second, I forgot about the peppers. Mm-hmm. Alright guys, we gotta go. We gotta eat this. Thank you guys for watching. And Rahmat, I believe is how you say thank you in Uzbekistan. So thank you guys, those of you who are in Uzbekistan watching me, those of you who are all around the world. I appreciate every single one of you. See you in the next video.